MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Kansas City Royals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
Jake Junis gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And let's focus on Billy Burns. You want a ball run down the gap? This is the guy for you. The ability to go get him, can fly on the base pass and in the outfield.
At the plate, Jacob May, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the White Sox, center fielder, Jacob May.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Windup and the 0-1 down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Our temperature here this afternoon creeping up to the 60-degree mark here at first pitch. Hit out towards second. Merrifield brings it in, and the day begins with an out. There's one away.
Batting second, right fielder, Abasail Garcia.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Now at the plate, Whit Merrifield. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Royals, second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of...
Now a ball hit hard toward first. This one's down. It's the White Sox first hit, and it's going to be for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead runs.
Hit high and deep to right center. Garcia on the run. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with the bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Gordon. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Two out, nobody on. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a two-out single.
The shortstop, number 2, Alcides Escobar.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
You know, Hero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. House, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Set, and the 2-2 pitch. This is line to left. That's in there, base hit. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is.
Escobar over at second. Merrifield on at first with two down. right side. Oh, what a play. And they've taken the lead. A valiant effort there defensively, but it couldn't prevent the go-ahead run from crossing the plate.
Bang, bang play right there. That's one of my favorite plays, thinking back to it, to go in that hole in between.
Trying to keep the score where it is, and the pitch skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia is there, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the one-run scores here in the frame. Royals settle for just the one. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Royals are on top 1-0. In now, Yohan Moncada. Moncada swings, and it's hit very well to right. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can put it on the board. Yes! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 61, Kevin McCarthy.
Here it comes on 1-1. Swinging a soft liner. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and the White Sox will move out in front 4-1.
Every run helps late in the game, and with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. And the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Brandon Maurer enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gordon going back to the track, to the wall, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but they were to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And he he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. White Sox able to add on thanks to this solo home run.
Him a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is
oh my God!
Missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Chicago White Sox came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Gregory Infante claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jake Junis pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Xavier Cedeno works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.